Problem number 7 says the table shows the populations of 5 African countries. We have Sudan, the Ivory Coast, Morocco, Algeria, and Madagascar. Which list shows these countries in order from greatest to least? So the first thing they said was greatest. If the first thing they say in our list is greatest, am I looking for big numbers or am I looking for small numbers? Okay? We're looking for the big numbers first. All right. All my numbers here have 2 commas. So I'm going to draw 2 lines going straight down so I can make sure that my numbers are lined up. And I'm going to know that they're lined up if all the commas stay on that line. I'm going to start with the first country they gave me, which was the Sudan. So I'm going to put 40, comma 235, comma 000. Then the Ivory Coast, 23, comma 126, comma 000. Then Morocco, 34, comma 381, comma 000. Algeria is next, 40, comma 192, comma 000. And Madagascar is last, 23, comma 43, comma 000. Now we'll make sure we're writing this down on our papers too, okay? So this is not just for us to watch. Make sure that we have the papers. Make sure that we're following along on our... Just like before, we have our numbers split up using the commas. And I'm only going to look at one part at a time. I'm going to start by using my hand. I'm going to cover up all of the parts except for the first. And we're going to be looking for the big numbers like Nakai said. We have 40, 23, 34, 40, 23. They're not all the same, so I do see some differences. I'm looking for the big numbers, so who can tell me? What's my big number here in this first part? It's the biggest number I see. Kylie? The 40s. And Kylie, can I tell which 40 is bigger than the other 40? Okay, before I go over, I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to circle the 40s because I'm telling myself I have to look at these two. But you're right, I'm going to move over. I'm just looking at the 40s. So just these two numbers for now. I have 235, 192. Kylie, which number is bigger? 235 or 192? 235. So Kylie, what place in my list is this number going to get? That's my first place number. And since I know it's first place, I can cross it out. Kylie, if this number was first place, what about my other 40? What place is that going to get? That's my second place. And again, since I know where that one goes, I'm going to cross that out. So I know that when I make my list, Sudan is going to come first, and Algeria going to be second. Let's take a look here. I'm still looking at just the first part. I have 23, 34, 23. Still looking for big numbers. Who can tell me what's the biggest number I have left from that first part? 23, 34, 23. Okay, Christopher. Jaylene, what's the biggest number I have left in the first part? Okay. So what place in my list should this get, Jaylene? Got first place, I've got second place. This is my third place. Very good. And I'm going to cross that out. I've got 23 and 23 left. But 23 and 23 are the same number. So I'm going to move over. 126 and 43. Noah, which number is bigger? I'm looking for my big numbers. So which one is the bigger number here? 126 or 43? So what place is that going to get, Noah? I have first place, I have second, I have third. That's my fourth place. And Noah, if this is my fourth place, what's this last number going to be? That's my fifth place. So now I know my full list. Now I just need to check my answer choices. Sudan should be in first place. So let's get rid of any answer choice that doesn't start with Sudan. A starts with Madagascar. B starts with Sudan. C starts with Algeria. D starts with Sudan. Algeria is second place. Algeria. Okay, so I can't get rid of anything. Third place is Morocco. Morocco. Still can't get rid of anything. Fourth place is Ivory Coast. Ivory Coast. Madagascar. There's only one answer choice that had them in the correct order. Answer choice B. Problem 8. A principal assigned 6 teams of students and 2 teachers to the safety patrol. There are 32 students on each team of the safety patrol. How many students were in the 6 teams? Record your answer in the boxes below, then fill in the bubbles. Be sure to use the correct place value. Okay, all this is a word problem. We've done plenty of word problems before in the past. I always start by finding my question mark, and then I'm going to go backwards to find the question word, which is the word how. How many students were in the 6 teams? What does this question want me to pay attention to? What do they want me to look for? Messiah, what does this question want me to look for? I need to focus on what for this question, Messiah? Okay, Nikai. Violet, what do you think? What do I need to focus on for this question? What do they want me to find out for them? Okay, Alexa. What do I look for, Violet? It says how many students were in the 6 teams?
Yeah.
How many students on the teams? So I want information about students and about teams. The principal assigned 6 teams of students. That was in our question, right? So I need to know that there are 6 teams and 2 teachers. Violet, is my question asking me about teachers?
No.
No.
I mean,
Is it? Let's read it again.
no.
How many students were in the 6 teams? Nothing about teachers. If there are 32 students, they did ask about students, on each team. We've talked about that word each before whenever I see it in a word problem. When I see a word like each, that tells me I need to think of 2 different operations. What are the 2 operations I need to think of when I see the word each? Or sometimes they'll use the word every, or per, or equal amount. What are those 2 operations I need to think about? Jada? Very good. Division or multiplication? So now I need to decide which one of those operations I'm going to do. So they're making teams. The principal's making teams of people. I'm going to draw a box for one team. How many kids can be on one team? How many students are on that one team? Okay? How many students on that one team, Nakai? No, that didn't come through your microphone, Nakai. Just type it in the chat. How many students are on one team? Thirty-two. 32 students on that one team. Nakai, is there just one team that they made? Or did they make more than one? There's 6 of them. This is math, so I don't want to spend all my time drawing boxes. I'm going to take a shortcut. This is one team, but there's another team, and another team, and another team. Now let's make sure we're focused. There are 6 teams altogether. Bailey, if I have 32 students on one team, and then 32 students on another, and another, and another, and another, and another, and another, I have 6 whole teams, and every team has 32 students. Is the number going up or is the number going down? Hang on, Nakai. We'll see if Bailey needs help, and if she does, you can help her out. It's going up. So which one of my operations, Bailey, is going to make my numbers go up?
Times?
Multiplication.
Multiplication, sorry.
No, it's okay. If you say times, it's absolutely fine. Because I know what you're saying. So we're going to take 32 and multiply it by 6. Nakai, help me out here. What's 6 times 2? 12. Okay, I can't put all of 12 down here. I'm just going to put a 2. Carry over a 1. 6 times 3. Ezekiel, what's 6 times 3? Or 3 times 6. Multiplication works either way. What would I get, Ezekiel, if I multiplied 6 times 3? 18. Very good. And I carried over 1 more, Ezekiel. So what's 18 plus 1 more? 19. Very good. So if I counted all the students in all the teams, there'd be 192 students. Now for this problem, I'm not picking an answer choice. It's not an A, B, C, or D type of question. I need to put them in this this grid. This works a lot like a place value chart. Okay? Now I want you to notice that here, there's a period. So far this year, we have not worked at all with decimals. We will work with them later on, but for right now, we've never ever worked with decimals. I've never dealt with a number that has a period there. And I'm not going to start right now because my number doesn't have a decimal. There's no period. So all 3 of my digits need to go in front of that period. 100, 9 tens, 2 ones. Then I just bubble in the numbers that match. So if I put a 1 in the hundreds place, I'm going to bubble in a 1. If I put a 9 in the tens place, I'm going to bubble in a 9. If I put a 2 in the ones place, I'm going to bubble in a 2. And these 2 extra place values, the ones I didn't use, well, if I didn't use them, I'm going to leave them blank. I'm not going to deal with them at all because I don't have to.